Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Now lots of you have asked how I make my rosebuds using just 4 petals. So in this video I'll be showing you how to do that. I have my foam bud ready and my 2 petal cutters, and I'll just give you the measurements for them. The rosebud is 1 inch in width and 1.5 inches in length. My large petal cutter that I'll be using is 2 inches in width and just under 2.5 in length. And the smallest one I'll be using is just over 1 inch in width and just over, the smallest one I'll be using is just over 1 inch in width and just over 1.5 in length. So let's get started. So, some of you have also asked how you would cover the florist wire. Now, firstly, the florist wire used should already be covered, paper covered. But if for any reason you want to cover it again or it's not covered, you just get some floral tape and just wrap it around the wire. Now you can do this before you start making your flowers, or you can do this at the end. And that just sort of gives it a clean finish. And now we can make our rose. Now I have already pre-cut my petals and I'm using white. This is just Squire's Kitchen white florist paste, and this is the first petal that I'm going to add. So you just want to roll it up and down just to thin it. Getting it really thin. And then turn it over because the other side will be more tackier than the one that we've just been rolling on. Using your sugar glue, just cover the whole petal. And then get your rosebud and you just want to wrap it around like a little cape, making sure there's a tip at the top. And you just put one side under and overlap with the other. Now it doesn't have to be the left side under, it could be the other way around as well, whichever way you're comfortable with. And then what I just do is just join them up there and just snip them using my scissors. And then just glue the rest of it down. Now you can wait for this petal to dry before adding on the remaining petals, or you can just go straight ahead and add them all in one go, like I am about to do. Just going to put that on the side. And for this you need your foam pad and your curved edge rolling pin. So that was our first petal, and I've got the remaining 3 here, which I'm just going to frill the middle and the edges. They're a little bit sticky, so I'm just going to let them air dry for a couple of minutes. And then let's try again. Yeah, that's worked. And you want to really thin them out. Because this is just an inside bud, you don't need to fold the edges for this particular part. So you can go ahead and really thin them. You could probably tell how thin they are. I've also used the pasta machine to roll the paste out, and I've used the second thinner setting for this one. Again, just frill and thin. Well, not exactly frill, but thin mostly, as you will be flattening them out. And then cover one side. and just half off the other side with glue. So what we're doing is we're just covering this half fully right to the top, and then the second half, which is this side, just a quarter. Then get your rosebud, and where you've overlapped, you want to put your first petal there. Trying to really get it tight so it's right next to the bud. Only glue one side down first and then overlap that by a half. And then just open your first petal and overlap that by a half and tuck that underneath the first petal. If you need to open it a little bit more, you can. Glue the rest of it down and then just pull across and down. And then using your wire or your cocktail stick, just open the petals up a little, loosening them up a little bit as well. And because this is a bud, you really want to just open up the sides of the petals as well and fold them if you wish. And there we have your rosebud. Now I'd wait for this to completely dry before dusting it. So I'm just gonna wait a couple of hours for it to dry, and then I will show you how I dust the edges. Now that this has had sufficient time to dry, you'll be able to feel it and you can see it's completely dried. There's no movement in the petals. I'm just gonna go ahead and dust the edges with some pink. This is a rose pink edible tint by Sugar Flare. I'm just going to add a tiny bit to my work surface, and I'm just going to use a flat brush. Now this is a flat one, but it's a bit of a fluffy one. Just grab a little bit of dust and just using the sides of the brush, just dust the edges ever so slightly. And the top. You can just turn it to the side and just go a little bit below the edge as well. If you think that you've added too much, just dab the brush on the work surface and just go over. And then just adding a little bit more at a time. You can go darker with this if you want, but I prefer it just a light tint. And just blend it as well as you're going along. So there we have it, guys. Our rosebud is completely ready. And you'll be able to see where I've dusted. Give it a bit of a twirl so you can see. Again, I've just used the pink. You can use whatever colour you want. It's completely optional. You don't have to do it at all if you don't want to. If you wish to add a calyx to give it the complete finished look, I've got a separate tutorial for that, for which I will leave the link in the description box for. And on that note, the tutorial comes to an end. Now, I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial. If so, please give it a big thumbs up. Do like, share and comment on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well to receive notifications and stay updated. I'll be back next time with another new video tutorial. Thank you for watching.